Hi there, this is Tim from Zone 6B from the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. I built this garden there a few years back, about 8 years, and just wanted to show you some of the garden beds and see what I have growing. On to, sorry, I'm going to flip the camera around. There we go. So yeah, I have some flowers here and various peach trees around the garden. Have some sage and a trap crop of squash. We got, this is my only flower bed, the Easter lilies, yeah, and glads, black-eyed Susans, moonflower, trumpeting moonflower. Now I just sprayed the tomatoes so they look a little white, but this here is a row of Bella Rosa. It is June 2 and just wanted to see the growth, looking pretty good. Got some blight kicking in, so just thought we'd try to tackle it. I do have some netting over some cruciferous items here. We got chard and broccoli and other things. I also got the kale, of course, and well, some various tomatoes here that my niece passed along to me. And I got quite the jungle of raspberries. I do not know the variety of this raspberry, but it's quite intense. I have some seeding cilantro back over here too. Various peach trees. And yeah, some asparagus. Some grapes. And I have a triangular bed of strawberries. And this strawberry variety is Ozark Beauty. That's the name. A few more odd and end tomatoes. I don't remember the names. I do have a bed of the bigger slicers, and this one here is Big Beef. And we have here, don't remember. And this one here is Defiant. And these ones here are Oaxacan Jewel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but these are favorites from last year, just growing them again. I think these, actually the ones I forgot, those are Cherokee purples. Certainly not my favorite, but they're pretty good and they keep producing. Got some basil creeping in there in the middle of the rows there. And I don't know, I was having fun doing some planter tomatoes and eggplant for fun. Certainly have a lot of onions. This is a red onion variety. It's a medium keeper. Not sure of the variety. A friend asked me if I wanted over 260 onions. I said, sure. Anyway, I grow this other determinate variety. I have two beds here of Bush Champion. And I've been growing it for a few years. And yes, I do get some wind, so a lot of flop overs and maybe not as much support as they could have. But they do produce a lot, and about late July, I should have quite the crop for canning. I do like cherry tomatoes, and also grandkids like them too. I got quite a big bed of cherry tomatoes, a little fuller than I'd normally plant a bed. I knew I have Isis candy in here. I believe that, who knows? I'm not sure which one's which. But I do know this one's Pink Prince right here. It's growing rather tall and not as bushy as some of the others. But I do know I have a dog that's barking. But anyway, I do have Sun Gold and Sun Sugar in here. And Chocolate Pear, which I'm trying this year. Usually not a fan of chocolate anything. I have another big bed of slicers. That's June. Her name is June. She's saving us from that ambulance that's somewhere in town. Got some more slicers over here. We got Virginia Sweets that we enjoyed last year. Very similar to the Oaxacan Jewel as far as it has a yellowy, orangey, red combo. Sometimes a red center and orangey on the outside. Very nice. I did grow one called Green Giant. And I believe that's it right there. It's not that big, but I I may have kind of intermixed some varieties in here that I don't have the correct names for. I got Cherokee purple. Again, don't ask me why. I grew that tomato underneath this peach tree. We'll hope for the best. I do have the Brandywine pink Sudeth strain growing right there. Not going to be very productive, but I wanted to see what the flavor was all about. So anyway, we're looking at a lot of flowers there. That's about it. I do have a chicken house that's been converted to a cat house here just for fun. And we do have quite a bit of squash here. I do use the netting for bug pressure. We do have the squash vine borer, which, you know, will totally destroy your whole squash plant during its best time of growth. And also, of course, squash bugs. So I've been hand pollinating these. I certainly got, let's see, green, Dunja green. I think that's from, what's that seed catalog place up in Maine? Does anyone know? And I also have Slick Pick, which is a yellow variety. Man, I wish I remember the name. I do lose my mind. I'm getting older. I do have some cucumbers. Obviously not a giant bed, but, you know, sometimes you just have to minimize certain things. Otherwise you get overwhelmed, and who can eat that much cucumber salad, you know. I have more onions, of course, eggplant, and peppers, which are not a fan. I'm not a fan of peppers, but some people in the home are, and these aren't looking that great. They're coming along. Try to keep those sprayed down with something to keep back the blight that's kicking in on those, and as well the flea beetles, which are known to destroy and decimate eggplant. So I keep spraying those with a natural poison. Seems to be keeping them at bay. Green beans, you know, I like the Blue Lake, Bush Blue Lake 270 something. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a great flavor. It has a nice flavor. It does have a softer texture when you cook it. If you like the crunchier varieties, my sister-in-law picked out a version. What is it? It's a bush green bean called Provider, and it's very crunchy. And even if you overcook it a little bit, it's still pretty crunchy. So if you like crunchy green beans, go for Provider. Obviously have some potatoes growing here. I'm not a fan of growing potatoes, but my son is. He likes picking the potatoes out of the ground. So we're growing some of those. Looking pretty good this year. I am a fan of garlic. I usually grow a lot more, and I'm getting ready to pick these little garlic scapes here. Once they kind of do a curl, I'll start picking those out. I'm pretty close to picking them. And yeah, I don't think you want to look at the compost pile, so we'll go past that. But that's basically it. And we will feel free to not smash any bells and you know, make this a favorite or anything, because it's just a regular old garden. Nothing too exciting. Anyway, look forward to any comments you might leave to help me out with growing. Thank you so much. Bye now.